Myself and my team are very excited about being an ILS school. We know that with the pending merger between Gilmore and William Pender Hughes, our population will literally double overnight. We will go from 200 and some students to 400 and some students. We know that bringing those two cultures together and having the ability to have an on-site wit and wisdom ILS expert who can work directly with our teachers and to work directly with our students is an integral part to us growing and expanding our students' performance.
I feel as though we need a literacy coach because they can work one-on-one with myself, also the other literacy teachers with this new curriculum, because right now we're struggling. And right now we're struggling to actually, for us to learn the curriculum and also to teach it to the students. So if we have someone that's already skilled, have an aware of the things that we need to work on, the strengths and weaknesses in the curriculum, they can teach us what to do.
During the school year, an instructional coach for Wit and Wisdom would have been beneficial for me at the beginning of the school year and also throughout the school year. As we go through Wit and Wisdom, we learn that there's different aspects that we're coming in contact with. So having an instructional coach that knows about Wit and Wisdom is just helpful. You never know what's going to happen or what's going to come up and how certain things should be, be taught.
Good job. Now write it. You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Rewrite it. Write it.
If I think back a couple years ago when we looked at PARCC assessment results for our students, looking at English language arts, we noted that our performance in middle school gave us a tremendous opportunity to grow and improve. I tried to always propose something from the glass half full perspective, so we knew if we could provide a really high quality instructional expert in front of students, access to high quality curriculum, and support that teacher while they implement it, it represented an opportunity to grow. We were very proud last summer during the CEO's Leadership Academy when our school got a particular shout out for our improved PARCC performance for middle school grades on ELA. That represented for us, it demonstrated that our strategies to attack a problem can be very successful if we do them with fidelity and consistency.
A time that I received good feedback was when I was doing a lesson with my students about a text and I was giving them certain comprehension questions. However, I wasn't giving them enough time to dig in the text to get evidence. So I was told to just give them some time to actually look for the evidence, ask questions, or find quotes out of the text. So having a coach here will not only help me, but other staff members here teach us how to give our students time to look at information, also teach them how to look in a text, how to find certain information to answer the question.
Stop right there. So now I want to change fourths.
The first part of Wit and Wisdom, we did a writing. We did it on paper. And the thought was they're not writing a lot, so maybe let's try it on the computer. And that was another feedback that I took in consideration. And then we just learned that our kids weren't able to type fast enough. And then we brought it back to paper, but in a different type of paper, where the lines were a little bit more wide space and they had a little more room to write, and a little bit more explicit instructions on how to write it. And that worked out pretty well.
Looking forward to the 1920 school year, one of the things that we've called ourselves to have emphasis upon as we merge two school climates, Gilmore and William Pender Hughes, we can take what we've learned from problem of practice studies in our middle school and ratchet that down to our lower grades all the way through kindergarten. One of the things that will be really impactful for us as a school community next year is to have a specialist who's concentrating solely on the ELA curriculum and supporting ELA teachers and students using that curriculum to move themselves forward.